For today's YouTube video, guys, we're going to be taking a look at some settings and tips to help you get better here in Black Ops 6. If you're having any trouble with your accuracy, not winning gunfights, not really enjoying the game, these settings are going to help you out a ton to help you get more kills, be more accurate in your gunfights, and enjoy the game a lot more. So if you guys are new and do enjoy today's video, make sure that like button, subscribe to the channel with notifications on, and let's get into it. Now, for the first thing I want to talk about here in my settings is going to be our sensitivity, our horizontal and vertical stick sensitivity, which I have mine on A8. Now, after making multiple settings videos already, I am telling you guys, A8 sensitivity is the best sensitivity that you can use here in Black Ops 6. It's not too fast, it's not too slow, it's in the middle, it's perfect. Now, I will say also, the A8 sensitivity, I feel like personally, is more on the lower end of a fast sensitivity. So if you have to snap onto people, if you have to turn around very quickly, A8 is going to allow you to do that without overlooking or underlooking your opponent. So A8, I do recommend if you're going to change your sensitivity. Now, we're here in our aiming settings here next, and the first thing I want to talk about here is going to be our sensitivity multiplier. The only thing that I really want you to change here is going to be your ADS sensitivity multiplier, which we have it at 0.85. I don't think you need to go any lower. You don't want to go any higher than this. 0.85 is the best sensitivity multiplier. So when you aim down sights, your sensitivity is going to slow down when aimed down sights with any weapon, so it's easier for your targets to be tracked. And also, if you need to snap onto different targets, the sensitivity isn't too fast, so you're not going to overlook them very quickly or anything like that. So put this at 0.85 for your sensitivity multiplier, and you can also do that for your multiplier while focused if you use snipers or anything like that and hold your breath. Now, for the aiming advanced settings, the first thing that we're going to talk about is our transition timing. We want to put this on instant. So what this does is when you aim down sights, instantly is going to change to your ADS sensitivity multiplier from 1.00 down to 0.85, which that's our ADS sensitivity multiplier. Having this on gradual, which is default, it's going to change slowly over time. So it's slowly going to go from 1.00 to 0.85. It's going to take a few seconds to register. Instant is going to instantly change it as soon as we aim down sights. So we want to have it on instant. This is very important here. And also our aim response curve type is going to be linear. Everyone's using linear now. This should be the only one you're using. That's all you need to know here. And then for the last important thing here in our aiming settings is going to be our target aim assist. If you have this off, what are you doing? Have this on. It's going to make your aim assist strong. Aim assist in this game isn't too strong, but you know, it could be strong at times, so definitely having this on is going to help out your aim. So make sure you have this on. Sometimes after updates, they do change on and off on your settings sometimes, so just make sure you have this setting on. Very important. Now, these settings I'm about to show you are very important. Not too many people show this, which I think is probably some of the most important things to help you be a good player, make you better, win more gunfights and everything. And most people have this problem anyways when it comes to first-person shooters, is your centering. Now, a lot of people have that problem, and a lot of people say, can you teach me on how to have better centering? I can't really teach you, but I can show you some settings that's going to help you center yourself a lot easier, which we're going to go into our interface settings, go to gameplay HUD, and then we're going to go to our crosshair settings down here. We're going to press square. We're going to make sure our crosshairs are on. We want to have our crosshair dot on. I think this is default, so you're going to see the center of your screen at all times with a small dot. We're going to make that dot larger, and we're going to put on the center dot scale on largest so we can see that dot in the middle of our screen, which is a lot bigger, so that's going to be nice. We have our crosshair spread on, the opacity at 100, and the crosshair colors, you can change this if you change your crosshair color. Nothing too crazy. I just have it at default at white, but these settings right here can make you from a bad player or an okay player to make you a very good player, just learning how to center yourself. And then for the final thing that I can show you here on how to make it easier on you when you get into gunfights is going to be our view settings here, our field of view, ADS field of view, and weapon field of view. Now, my field of view, FOV, is at 115. I do not go any higher than that. You do not need to go any higher than that. And I cannot tell the difference between 115 to 120. If you have it maxed out at 120, it can cause delays at times. So we don't want to risk that. So I have it at 115, and even pro players don't go any higher than 115. So make sure to have it on 115. And again, your eye's not going to tell the difference between 115 to 120. Now, we have our ADS field of view, which I have mine on affected. Now, affected is going to help out with a weapon that has a lot of visual recoil, or if a weapon has a bit of recoil. So when we aim down sights, if we have it on affected, our camera doesn't zoom in with our weapon. Now, independent, if you play on independent, you know when you aim down sights, your camera zooms in a little bit, so if a weapon has a lot of visual recoil or recoil on the weapon, you see a bit more of that recoil and visual recoil going on. Affected, you're not zooming in with your camera when aimed down sights, so the weapon, it looks like it has less visual recoil and recoil on the weapon. So when I make videos on no recoil builds, a lot of people say, hey, I'm using the same build, your weapon has less recoil than mine does. Mine has more recoil. This is one of my settings that I have on to make it look like I don't have much recoil and visual recoil. Same with our weapon field of view, we have it on wide so our weapon looks smaller. So again, if a weapon has a lot of visual recoil or recoil on the weapon, it isn't as bad. And with affected and wide on at the same time, most weapons don't really have bad recoil or visual recoil. So honestly, this is a small cheat code that I can tell you to change. It's gonna make it easier on you in your gunfights. Now we're gonna jump into a game. We're gonna see if we can drop a nuke, and also I'm just gonna tell you some things that's going on in my head, what's going on in my gunfights, what am I gonna do, how am I gonna do everything. So this should help you out a little bit more when it comes to gunfights and just gameplay. So again, if you are new and found this video help you out in any way, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel with notifications on, and let's get into it. All right, we joined a bit late into the scud. Nothing too crazy. Game just started, so nothing too crazy here yet. But I will show you, like, as you guys see here in my first few gunfights already, I see people, and I'm not just dragging my scope like this. You don't want to do that. That's one thing that a lot of people do. Don't drag your scope. Snap onto different targets. All right, see, we see him. We see him. We're gonna let that aim assist work for us. We're gonna let it do it. We're gonna let it do its job. There we go. Okay, that was terrible. Ouch. All right, let's pop this helicopter. I'm hurt. Get out of here. I'm gonna pick up this Tanto. All right, we got some ammo now. But as you guys see here, I'm not dragging my scope to go to my next target. Sometimes I'm gonna do it because it's, you know, it just depends. But most of the time, you're gonna be aiming down sights. I mean, the aim down sight speed, if you're already halfway aimed down sights, it's quick. So you just kind of spam your L2 button, or, you know, whatever you're using to aim. There's no point of dragging your scope all the way over because it's gonna be slow. Because you got to remember, we're on a 0.85 ADS sensitivity multiplier, so it's pretty slow when we're aiming down sights. There we go. Let's keep going. Let's keep cooking. We're going to try to get into their spawn here next. I'm thinking out loud right now, so I usually don't do this. We're going to make that aim assist work. We're going to pay attention to that mini map, and we die. Unfortunate. Got another helicopter. We're going to go ahead and pop it. But why I spam my L2 button a lot and when I'm getting into different gunfights is because I want my aim assist to do its magic. Teammate? Yeah, okay, I was about to say. I don't know if they're going to spawn here. They might. Yeah, they're spawning here, so we can get a bit of a spawn trap right here. Take advantage of this spawn trap for a bit. There's a guy back here. No, he's just laying down. What are we doing? All right, we're spawning back here, so the spawns are gonna flip. So we're gonna make our way over here. And also, I mean, just not me. It's a lot of other players as well, like pro players and everything. They spam their L2 button for their aim because you want your aim assist to work. You want it to do everything for you. That's all it is. You want your aim assist, and you want to snap onto your different targets like that. Aim assist is going to work for you. You're going to go crazy. That's how it is. And we slowed it up a bit so it's easier for your aim assist. Instead of it to being very quick and tracking your targets, it's pretty slow. So we got a war cry going on too. Again, we're kind of just in their spawn, causing problems. We're going to flank this guy. Oh, we stuck him. Need some ammo. Okay, there we go. Merciless. You know what? I'm gonna throw this right here. We'll see what happens. There it is. Mind kill. There we go. We're cooking right now, boys. But as you guys see here, I'm aiming in, I'm aiming out. We're snapping onto different targets. Watching them spawn. And we're letting aim assist do everything for us here. That hurt a lot. We're gonna pop another helicopter. There we go. Perfect. 23. Little 25. And this is probably where most people get nervous when it comes to nukes. I've dropped, I mean, thousands of nukes in different CODs, but always my first nuke when it comes to a new COD, my heart pounds out of my chest. But you get that first nuke and it's easy. We got a nuke, that easy. We're not freaking out. Boom. Yeah, but the main thing for me, what I like to do, I like to spawn trap. Not like, you know, I'm in a corner just aiming down sights and they're spawning in front of me, but, you know, they have a chance of, you know, shooting me. But we're just making our aim assist do everything for us. We're aiming in, we're aiming out, we're snapping onto different targets, not dragging our scope. Okay. I was about to freak out for a second. All right, pop this. I'm fine with this. We can get another set of streaks here. Get like another nuke or something like that. Mainly just another helicopter. He's up top. What the heck are these? I don't know what those are. I have another mine I need to put down, so. See, in the 8-8 sensitivity, I'm snapping onto them directly. There's no overlooking, underlooking. You know, I'm looking around, which of course, you know, I've been used to the 8-8 sensitivity since the game's dropped, but and I'm also using the center dot on my screen, and this is what I use. Like I'm pointing, I'm shooting with the center dot, not my red dot, which I mean it is the center dot of the screen, but you're using the center dot that I've showed you in the settings. That's what you're mainly looking with. That's all you're looking with. Appreciate that, teammate. We need to get a helicopter going again. And we're paying attention to that mini map. I got an extra headshot like sound. I don't know why. All right, see. We're aiming in, aiming out, snapping onto different targets. That's what you do. Pop this. Perfect. There we go. I think next time I make a video like this, I'll put a hand cam in the video as well, which I've never done a hand cam, so it'll be a little different. There we go. Again, we're just paying attention to the center dot of our screen, occasionally looking at that mini map, and this is all you got to do, really. I mean, I'm telling you, if you don't have the center dot thing on and you're just putting it on, it will take time to get used to, but once you get used to it, I'm telling you, it can make a bad player, a good player, or an okay player, a very good player, very quickly. Like days. Like you're like a COD pro. But I mean, we're just gonna go ahead and call the nuke in. I mean, calling in the nuke. We're gonna end the game. You know, I will say the main thing what I can tell you is centering is going to be your best friend. Make sure you're paying attention to the small dot in the middle of the screen. That's the center of your screen. Also, your sensitivity and everything comes into play. The linear, ADS sensitivity multiplier, everything can come into play. But I hope this video helped you. And again, if it did, let me know in the comments, subscribe, turn on the noties, and I'll see you on the next one.